Hello my people, it's your girl the Great Tate, and for today's video I'll be showing you how I replaced this closure. I think I had this wig for about 3 years, and the closure, it's just done. Sometimes you have your closures and you have all those bald spots. You don't have to throw your wig out, you guys. You can actually replace the closure. So that's what I'm doing, and just stay tuned. So this wig, it was sewn by me using a sewing machine. It's a Brazilian body wave wig. So what I'll be doing to start, I'll be removing the closure with this blade, and this is what it looks like after removing the closure. So that's the old closure, that's garbage, and I'll be replacing it with a brand new closure. So the closure I'll be replacing it with, it's a 4x4 closure. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna be measuring 4 inches across on the canvas blockhead, and I'll use my T-pins to secure that spot. So now I'm just kind of like using the ends of the wig to put it at the same spot where I put the T-pins. So I know for a fact whenever I place the closure on top of that area, it's gonna fit. So just making sure the closure is 4 inches, and of course it is 4 inches. So now I'm gonna place the closure on top of the canvas blockhead, and as you can see, because I already measured 4 inches going across, it's definitely going to fit because the closure, it's 4 inches as well. So I use my T-pins and I secure the closure on the canvas blockhead. I spin it around and I secure the area at the back. And you want to ensure that it is flat, you guys. You want to ensure that it's flat because you don't want your closure to be bulky. After securing my closure, I'm just gonna create a bun just to get the hair out of the way. And now I'm gonna sew it down with my needle, and you can sew it down just if you're using the sewing machine, because I'm gonna go over it with the sewing machine. So you can just sew it down as long as it's sewn down. There's no specific way to sew it down if you know you're gonna go over it with the sewing machine. But if you don't have a sewing machine, then you wanna sew it down using the blanket stitch method, and that's the method that I'm using, the blanket stitch method. So you can just use your blanket stitch method and you can sew it down that way, but I still use the blanket stitch method, and I'm gonna go over it with the sewing machine just to ensure that the closure, it's fully secured and the wig is not gonna fall apart. Not that if you don't use a sewing machine, it's still gonna fall apart, but I just like to use a sewing machine to sew my wigs, you guys. So that's that with that. Also, just keep in mind, just an FYI, whenever you're sewing your closure down, you want to ensure that it's you're sewing it close to the lining of the wig, because you don't want to have that spacing on your wig. So you want to ensure that it's sewn very close, as close as possible to the lining of the wig. So as you can see how I'm sewing it down, it's sewn very, very, very close to the lining of the wig, so there won't be much spacing. Now I'm gonna be sewing down the other side, and as you can see, whenever I'm sewing, even if you watch my other videos, wig making videos, you'll notice that whenever I'm sewing down my closures or even my frontals, I always start from the middle and I work my way around. You want to always start from the middle, because then you want that way it will be more flat. So your closure or your frontal will be more flat, and then it have a more realistic look. Well, in this case, we're sewing down a closure, and then when if we start from the middle and we work our way around to the ends, then it will have a more realistic look and it will be more flat, if you know what if you understand what I mean. I want to take a time out to thank you guys for tuning in to my videos. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe right now. I have tons of other videos in store, and also leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know, if there's any specific video that you would like to see. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload any new content. And also give this video a big thumbs up. But now I'm done sewing the closure down, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, I have neat stitches going all the way around. It's flat, and this is what it looks like on the inside. And what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna go over it with the sewing machine. If you don't have a sewing machine, it's fine, you can leave it as is, but for me, it's my preference. I just prefer to go over it with the sewing machine just for extra security. And just in case, if you may be wondering, I'm using a Brother sewing machine. It's the JX1420, and I'm using a zigzag stitch. So yep, and I'm sewing on a tension 7. So that's that. And be sure to check out my other videos on how to use the sewing machine, in case, just if you're new with using the sewing machine when making your wigs. I have other detailed videos on that, and I'll link it in the description below. So this is what it looks like after securing it with the sewing machine. It's super neat, and that's why I love using the sewing machine. And this is what it looks like on the inside. And I added some curls to my wig, and this is what it looks like, you guys. This is what it looks like. It looks like a brand new wig, actually. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay blessed and keep motivated. Thanks for watching.